البخاري المسلم إن العبد ليتكلم بالكلمة ما يتبين ما فيها يهوي بها في النار أبعد ما بين المشرق والمغرب. A servant speaks words that he does not confirm or understand the repercussions, or without thinking whether they're right or wrong, that word may cause one to sink down and be thrown in Jahannam further than the distance between the east and the west. In a slightly different narration in Sahih Bukhari, the author also mentions this second hadith. وَإِنَّ الْعَبْدَ لَيَتَكَلَّمُ بِالْكَلِمَةِ مِنْ سَخَطِ اللَّهِ تَعَالَى لَا يُلْقِي لَهَا بَالًا يَهْوِي بِهَا فِي جَهَنَّمَ. A slave of Allah may utter a word which displeases Allah without thinking of its gravity, and it will cause him to sink and be thrown into Jahannam. He emphasizes certain statements of those hadiths. He emphasizes لا يلقي لها بالا. And in the other hadith, he emphasizes ما يتبين ما فيها. He's trying to show the danger of these words, which is a careless word, a word spoken without thinking, a word one doesn't confirm yet spreads it, a word said without knowing its repercussions, a word one says without pondering about its consequences or effects, a word one doesn't suspect will have the result it does, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will write His wrath for him for it until the day when he meets him. One word a person says could be like a stab in the heart of a believer, rendering him sleepless. Yet the one who said it would be mindless, sleeping like a baby in his crib, not knowing how far in Jahannam it's sinking him. That's become common on social media or texting, where one may not have the same restraint as they would do when communicating in person. Or one gets into conversations where he lets his tongue loose. All it takes is a word that will cost him his akhirah. And these types of words are addictive and contagious. This is one word. Imagine words. Imagine words on top of words, and paragraphs and speeches and clips and books, especially those words by deviant ulama that have catastrophic effects. وَتَحْسَبُونَهُ هَيِّنًا وَهُوَ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ عَظِيمٌ. You thought it was trivial. You thought it was an insignificant matter. You took it lightly, but it was extremely serious to Allah. Sheikh Nasr said, ask yourself, how many times did you say such words at moments of being mindless or heedless or joking and angry without you perceiving them? Words that can make one worthy of such a severe punishment. And a side issue, since we mentioned this hadith, Ibn Abd al-Barr in al-Tamheed and Sufyan ibn Uyayna and Ibn Battal and others considered the meaning of that word that I mentioned in those ahadith. The word in the ahadith, a word that will cause one to be thrown into hellfire, they considered it to be words that are said to tyrants and leaders to please them in their wrongdoing and oppression. Like the ones who got scolded for being too lazy for not saying enough of these type of words. Ibn Abd al-Barr said, I don't know of any dispute that these hadith or this hadith refers to words said to tyrants to please them in what displeases Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and to decorate their evil of bloodshed and oppression or anything else to suit their desires. So